Assalamu alaikum, dear students. It is 12th of August 2021, Thursday. It's class 11th, subject education. Dear students, today our topic is how can we control the wastage and stagnation in our schools? What are the steps? What are the measures? How can we minimize wastage and stagnation in elementary education? The causes of this wastage and stagnation have already been discussed with you yesterday, and today we will try to understand how we can improve in this field, what improvements, what measures we can take to minimize this wastage in our schools, particularly in at elementary level. Dear students, in order to minimize and then finally solve the problem of wastage in elementary education, some of the suggestions that need to be concentrated on, that need our concentration, that need to be followed, that need to be adopted are: number first is free primary education. Dear students, in order to solve financial difficulties of the parents, free primary education should be imported throughout the country. In order to provide textbooks and stationery articles to the children free of charge, some special provision should be made. Lack of reading material leads to wastage and stagnation. Some subsidy should be provided to the parents of the needy children in order to curb wastage. Number second step can be midday meals, which is prevalent in our schools at the moment. Midday meals should be provided to the children. It is being provided to the children almost in every school, but if there is any part of our country, any sector of our country where this provision is not available, the effort should be made to make this scheme available to the children of that area so that they can benefit from it. This scheme has been implemented in Andhra Pradesh and some other states with success, and it has been now being implemented throughout the country. Some free ships can also be given to the really needy students. Apart from this midday meal, the students should be provided other incentives like uniforms, like textbooks, like stationery, like other support, the needed support so that they can continue their education. Dear students, school vacations can be adjusted in a manner so as to split the children. Normally, the children belonging to weaker sections of society, children as scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, are either dropouts or failures. So it is necessary that the children should be able to make some money during the vacation, and the vacation can be adjusted so as to meet their economic needs. Part-time instructions should be imparted to these children who cannot attend the school during the normal hours, since they are busy in supplementing the income of their parents. Schedule and timing can be fixed depending upon the free time available to such students. Some parents need enlightenment in this behalf. Illiterate parents should be made to realize the need and importance of education as far their children are concerned. Removal of social ills. Social evils such as early marriage, disinterestedness in female education, and disapproval of co-education should be eradicated. School should be made available within the walking distance of the children. The school should be made available. Every children should have a school at his arm's length so that he can go and easily he can enjoy his childhood there. without any difficulty. Changing the admission policy. Dear students, the coincidence of wastage is maximum in class first. It is flew to the faulty admission policy. Sometime the child is enrolled towards the fag end of the academic year. Such practices should be stopped, avoided. Failure of child has a demoralizing effect both on the child and his parents. So, in time admission should be preferred. Parents should be made aware that admission they should admit their children in the schools in time. Late admissions should be avoided, discouraged, and the policy of continuity from one class to another should be maintained so that children can proceed from one class to another and will take interest in the studies. School environments should be improved. In this connection, the following school environment should be improved. In this connection, some of the recommendations that have been made are: adequate and attractive school buildings should be provided. Necessary teaching aids should be made available to the teachers. Only qualified and trained teachers should be appointed. Teacher-pupil ratio should be fixed so that teacher is able to pay proper attention to his pupils. Number 9 is improvement in the curriculum. Proper and relevant curriculum should be prescribed so as to avoid wastage. Curriculum should be life-centered, child-centered, community-centered, and activity-centered. Some handicraft should form a part of the curriculum. The syllabus should be made interesting and purposeful so as to attract the children. Play techniques of teaching should be used. It is the another way, very effective, that can minimize this wastage in our schools. That is the playway methods of teaching. The playway techniques can bring about wonderful results, particularly in class, in case of students who are not motivated properly. Dear students, finally, the examination system needs reform. One examination at the end of the year is not a correct assessment of the child. Some weightage should be given to his performance in the school, every day, in other activities. Heterogeneity should be reduced. So these are the measures, these are the ways by which we can minimize the wastage in our elementary schools. It's all for today. Bye. Assalamu alaikum.